All right, guys, we're bringing back higher or lower this week. The way this game works is I'm going to give you two things, and you're going to tell me if one is higher or lower than the other. And this week, we're going to be doing Instagram followers, so Instagram accounts, and we're doing YouTube videos, so which one has more views. So we'll start with Instagram followers. All right, so our first one. So Shakira has 70 million Instagram followers. So does Vin Diesel have more or less Instagram followers than Shakira?
Ooh. Diesel.
17 or 70?
70.
70, Shakira. Wow.
How many families does Vin Diesel have? That's the question. 70 million people worth? It's got to be lower, doesn't it?
Yeah, Vin Diesel doesn't strike me as an Instagram merchant. So I'll go lower.
Yeah, it's the wrong. He's probably got more Facebook likes than Shakira.
Yeah, he seems like a Facebook merchant. You're right.
Yeah.
Facebook merchant. So we're saying Vin Diesel has less than Shakira.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Unfortunately, Vin Diesel has 74 million.
No
followers.
way.
Who's following Vin Diesel on Instagram? Who?
Wait, hang on. I kind of want to have a look and see. You know how you can see like, you and 50 other friends are following Shakira? Dude, I don't think anyone of my friends is following Vin Diesel.
Not many Fast and Furious friends?
No.
Fair enough. All right. So now, does Kevin Hart have more or less Instagram followers than Vin Diesel?
My gut is saying Kevin Hart has more.
74 million is a lot of followers. I don't think Kevin Hart... Is Kevin Hart just an American comedian? Do you know what I mean? Like, Vin Diesel is kind of global.
So worldwide.
Exactly.
Wrong bald guy. No, I think Kevin Hart has worldwide appeal. What's he been in? Him and The Rock are a power couple these days, I feel.
They've done a few movies together. That is true.
Just quietly, Owen Wilson and Vince Vaughn are the ultimate power couple. Dude, the movies they are in are spectacular.
For context, for the audience, hold on. Before they don't understand why this is... Ray stopped our recording halfway through last week to mention Owen Wilson and how he's in a wide spectrum of movies.
No, he's got the same character in a bunch of different movies, but he's executed that character so well. But you're right, Kevin Hart and The Rock are a power couple. Bit like Arnold Schwarzenegger and what's that midget? Danny DeVito?
Danny DeVito.
Yeah, that was another power couple back in the day. But Kevin Hart, I think he has less. 74 million people. You reckon he has more than Shakira?
No, but Kevin Hart's an actor. He's a comedian. He does it all. He's been in the biggest movies.
But Shakira's hips don't lie.
Exactly.
Yeah. They don't.
Exactly.
Less, dude. Kevin Hart has less than Vin Diesel somehow.
All right. I will agree with less, but if it's more, I told you so, bro.
Kevin Hart has 124 million.
You goose! Instagram. You goose! I told you.
50 million more than Vin Diesel.
Vin Diesel's a no one compared to Kevin Hart.
All right. Well, you mentioned Dwayne Johnson, The Rock. So does The Rock have more or less Instagram followers than Kevin Hart?
The Rock has more. I feel like I've seen him in all these top 10 Instagram accounts. So surely.
Does he remind you a bit of Jason Momoa? Like, do they have a similar vibe?
No,
just
not really. I think it's just two Pacific Islanders that you've just equated to each other.
Is that racism? Who knows?
He's got a better physique. Oh, Jason Momoa, he's chiseled. Like, he's a Greek god.
I don't know. The Rock at his prime was pretty good, but I'm going to agree with Manny. The Rock is, like top 3 most followed accounts or something like that.
Rock is higher, Sen.
The Rock is indeed higher, and yes, he is the 3rd most followed account on Instagram with 271 million. The connoisseur of The Rock. Do you follow The Rock? Out of curiosity.
I used to follow The Rock. I don't know if I follow him anymore. I did like a bit of a celebrity cull on my Instagram recently.
The ratios are off.
Yeah, exactly. Hurting my self-esteem and whatnot.
Next up. Does Demi Lovato have more or less Instagram followers than The Rock? I think I kind of already gave this answer away before, but...
So are we saying, is Demi Lovato number 1 or number 2 on Instagram? That is the question.
I wouldn't put it past you.
The answer to that question is no, Seth.
And that is absolutely correct. Demi Lovato has 116 million.
That is still outrageous.
Still 116.
It's 116 more than I think she deserves. Next up is, does Real Madrid, the football club, do they have more or less Instagram followers than Demi Lovato?
This is a doozy because I've seen something recently about sport Instagrams. Real Madrid and Barcelona are far and away higher than all the other sports clubs. Manchester United has about 45 million.
It's niche knowledge, but continue.
Does Real Madrid have like triple?
Well, maybe what happened was when Ronaldo left Real Madrid, so did their Instagram followers. Wasn't there something like PSG and United got like 20 million followers overnight because of the Messi and Ronaldo fanboys? So
you're saying maybe Madrid would have been higher back in Ronaldo's day, but now that he's left, stinkers.
Well, I'm throwing the question out. Like, as a supporter of the sport, right? I'm following Real Madrid because Ronaldo's in there. Am I then migrating my follow to United, or am I following Real Madrid and United? What's the psyche? Take me into a sports fan.
I think the average sports fan isn't unfollowing because they've got to pretend like, they cared about the club. They've got to give off this facade that they just weren't dick riding Ronaldo. Someone like you, who cares about their ratio, is unfollowing. But how many people out there are like you is the question. And you're built different. So
one of a kind, unique.
One of one.
All right. So that
means Demi Lovato bigger than one of the biggest football clubs in the world?
I'm going to say yes, dude.
Sad thing is I'm going to say yes as well.
And that is correct. Real Madrid has 103 million compared to Demi's 116 million.
This is a farce.
It's hard for me to wrap my head around as well. All right, last one for the Instagram followers. Does Nike have more Instagram followers or less than Real Madrid, the football club?
I feel like, again, I've seen Nike on these top 10 brands followed on Instagram. Nike has more universal appeal. The average Joe is following Nike, not Real Madrid.
Are they though? Like, I mean, I agree with that, but like, what does Nike post on their Instagram? Do you know what I mean? Like, Real Madrid
selection of joggers, shirts, tracksuits.
Who wants to see that? It's just like a glorified shop at that point. Like, go to Nike.com, you see the same thing.
No, but when I first got Instagram, back in my day, back in the day, when I first started following accounts, Nike was one of the accounts I followed. I don't know why, I don't know the reason, but I think it also comes up as a suggested account at the start because it's a big brand. I feel like there's a lot of people out there that go on these following sprees, and Nike is one of them. Real Madrid is niche.
Yeah. No, I'll agree with that. Chuck it out there. What do we reckon? Higher than? Nike
is higher than Real Madrid.
And that is absolutely correct. Nike has 175 million followers on Instagram. And you're right, I'm with you. I don't know why you would follow Nike. Like you said, it's just a shop. They're just putting up their newest products. Like
175 million customers.
All right, so now we're moving on to the most viewed YouTube videos of all time. So for your reference, Justin Bieber, has 3.47 billion views on YouTube.
Yep.
3.47 million. Anywho. So now, does Shake It Off by Taylor Swift have more or less views?
You know when Gangnam Style had 1 billion views and that was like a massive thing? Remember that?
Thanks, mate. Yes, I do. Yes.
And now these guys are just racking up billions on billions. Like 1 billion is such a big number. 2 billion, even more so.
Don't get us started on 3 billion, What
do you think, Miguel?
Taylor Swift, Shake It Off, I feel like has higher than Sorry.
Lock it in, Eddie.
Fortunately, Shake It Off has only 3.1 billion views.
Only.
You mentioned Gangnam Style Road. Does that have more or less YouTube views than Shake It Off by Taylor Swift?
Go on, Ro.
This thing's lower. Like everyone's seen Gangnam Style. Like when it was out, I'm pretty sure everyone had seen it. And it hasn't been long enough that those kids who haven't seen it are now old enough to view it. Ergo, it has lower.
Ergo.
Do you agree with that rationale, Manny?
Look, he's a Gangnam Style expert, so I'll leave it in his hands, and I'll agree with him.
Well, no, Gangnam Style has 4.19 billion.
Rohit!
Who's rewatching Gangnam Style?
Timeless.
It's a bit of YouTube history, right? You're right. It's been 9 years since it's come out, so I mean, but it is YouTube history. It was the first video to hit 1 billion, so I can see, and Koreans, very patriotic people. It's the national anthem now. So next up.
Oh my God.
So does Shape of You by Ed Sheeran have more or less YouTube views than Gangnam Style?
I don't know, dude. Now I don't know anything.
His perception of the world has been distorted by this segment. Shape of You, I feel like, is like a top 3 video.
Shape
I don't know
of
why.
You.
I don't know how. Yes. It banged on Spotify. It's one of the most listened to songs on Spotify. Believe it or not.
Shape
I can't believe
of
that.
You. Ed Sheeran.
What's your gripe with that?
It's a good song, but doesn't like top 3 of all time. Ed.
It's
Ginger Boy.
I'm telling you, it's up there. Old Ginger Boy, it's up there. I don't know. Gangnam Style Blade is a spanner, 4.5 billion. That's a spanner.
Does Ed Sheeran have it in him? Like, he's a pretty low-key guy. He doesn't do a lot of marketing. You know what I mean? Like, what's Ed's brand? Gangnam Style, that guy was in a suit and sunglasses in a pool. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Unbeatable. Unbeatable content offering.
what does Ed offer? Not much. Tubby ginger guy. There's like plenty of them in the UK.
Oh my
How about
god.
Ed slander? Answer the question.
All right.
I would like to say high, but 4.5 billion is a very high mark.
Now chuck it up. We'll go higher. Ed's done well.
And that is correct. Shape of You has 5.46 billion
I cannot
views.
believe what I'm hearing.
Big British tubby ginger guys. Big up. They're smashing it.
All right, 2 more to go. So does Despacito have more or less YouTube views than
Oh,
Shape
Daddy
of You?
Yankee, get it up there. Get it
Oh,
up
bro,
there.
send it up there. Top viewed video, baby.
All right, and that's absolutely correct. Despacito has 7.54 billion views.
Let's go.
Bang average song. All right.
That's a good song. But you reckon Justin Bieber's pulling 7 billion of those? Or like what's Daddy Yankee pulling, dude? Where is he putting in there?
Nah, bro, you're underestimating the Latino market, bro.
Yeah, it's Luis Fonsi, bro.
Luis Fonsi, Daddy Yankee.
You reckon Daddy's bringing the views over
He's
these?
bringing all the views.
I think it's a
Okay.
culmination of all 3.
And I think the most viewed one is the one without Justin Bieber.
It is.
No.
It is the one. It is. It is.
Oh
Absolutely
wow!
is.
I have disrespected the good name of Fonzie and Daddy.
I'm going to move on so you stop saying daddy. So finally, does Baby Shark have more or less YouTube views than Despacito?
Come off it.
He just shouldn't have more. Out of good nature, I can't say more. I swear Despacito is the most viewed video of all time.
Yeah, I don't think Baby Shark. I mean, like, I've never watched Baby Shark. Not that this is a good indicator because I haven't watched any of these basically, except for Gangnam Style. I'm a lyric video kind of guy. You know what I mean? I don't watch the music video. I watch I don't know, Comic Sans on sunset photos.
Not even by the artists themselves, it's by like lyrics for you.
Yeah, exactly.
That somehow has like 2 million subscribers.
But I'm going to agree and say Baby Shark cannot have more
It
than...
can't, Sen. It just can't.
The
Baby
fonts.
Shark's lower.
Boys, listeners, Baby Shark is the most viewed video on YouTube with 9.32 billion and will probably hit 10 billion in the next few months. It is, dude, it's almost 2 billion more than Despacito.
It's not even a race. It's
It's
Baby
it's not.
Shark, Daylight, and then Daddy Yankee with JB.
I think you're forgetting how big Baby Shark was and how all-encompassing it was for like a good 6-month period. Like it was massive.
Who's listening to Baby Shark today? Despacito,
Dude,
I feel like
kids
people might be
still.
listening
No,
to.
dude, you still play it for kids. There's still kids coming up every year that are going to be introduced to
day,
Baby
some might
Shark
say.
every day. Exactly. And anyway, that brings us to the end of Higher or Lower. Let us know if you guys want us to do any other kinds of YouTube subscribers or Instagram followers.